someone deeply gives you about Zoo. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And if you can hear the sound of my voice, exclusively the Human Rights Radio 101.m, and you are a program especially dedicated to love, to lovers, relations. We celebrate, learn, we anticipate, we try to delve in all the aspects of love. We appreciate all. We take a journey down the tunnel of love. We learn, we share our love story, the things that bother our heart, but we try to perfect for one another. My name is Bucci, and like a deck of cards, I am your jack of hearts. Tonight we're going to take another journey down 60. We have a very, we tend not to notice relationship, or we actually do, but don't have a clear definition of what it means. We're going to learn. I'm going to open up the you all in, give your contributions, and share your love story. To share those things that are burdening your heart, whether you be a young flame or an old. Love still constant. Love is what drives us. That's what we do here on Heart. We'll take a musical break. When we come back, we're gonna dive straight in. Take the topic of the remember, still too There needs to be, and welcome back to Cobra from the Cobra. We deal every. You ever see big as he reaches a vulnerable? That's what we are. In the immortal world, a dream, a lonely, and if you want to follow us out, Facebook, you can also tune in on Instagram, YouTube. Check it out. Check us out live. Join us here. Tonight, I want to talk about yesterday. Everybody, some interesting question: is it possible? Is on truly the? We try to look at it from factors, honest dialogue. Yeah, I got it, and it just crossed something in pretend. The very key important thing. And from yesterday's discussion, we said, the thing we said was foundation. It serves as the basis, foundation, open. But then, how do you such open that's fair, unfiltered, unbiased, too honest comes out because we as a people aren't vulnerable. What do I mean by that? Tonight? I want to talk about vulnerability, which is the secret. Now, I remember once, a few years ago, feeling particularly stressed on things happening, pressure, family. And I remember my sister said, just fall back. You see, when she said that, there was this feeling of peace washed over the thought. How lovely would it be simply just let go and knowing that every that I know what the moment think to just forget, step aside, step out of my. I was free from presence, presence of just being spinning out of control. Just it was almost liberating. But last week, I actually lost my. Now we all know that it just world is. But then, not this was sort of like being taken Now, going back to my, imagine if you heard those words back. You just breaking it down. But my sister, in the first, but let's break it down there. Imagine if you heard those yourself, laws. Imagine that inner peace of just being sharing your ultimate dream and perfectly or in knowledge that you wouldn't be ridiculed, rejected. In imagine that freedom, especially in a relationship. Imagine being completely vulnerable and exposed, and rather than pushing someone away, it brings that partner. Excuse me. But unfortunately, most of us have trained very early age vulnerable. Vulnerability is weakness. We've learned that, we've all had it, that painful lesson, painful experience, that opening our hearts, telling the, showing our our fragileness, showing our truth, open up to a special person, only to have our heart or our weaknesses used against us. We've learned to hold back, protect our own. We've learned that the best defense against pain, so we build these walls around us, build these around ourselves. We hold ourselves. We offer, yes, we're spine. That's topical, that faceless facade. We just offer it to lest others think that we've pulled back. We try to put our best selves forward. We try to clean off the flaws to show us that we in light that we are perfect. Of course, the truth is, if you live like that, it's just exhausting and stressful to maintain that present. And we see this in relationships. When the relationship started, it seemed like everything was great. This person was perfect for you, did everything. All of a sudden, as the relationship now kicks in, the, the honeymoon phase is over and it kicks in, life starts to kick in and erode that mask, that facade. We tend to see the true side or the barest minimum of our partner. And then we feel this person has, this isn't the person. The reason for that is that person presented themselves just as we do this also, presented the best parts of them, trying to now the flaws are coming. But you see, when we live like, when we try to protect ourselves, we protect ourselves from emotional, but in the long run, it wreaks havoc on our close. Without being vulnerable, without that vulnerability in your relationship, intimacy wither and die like a flower that has never developed vulnerability. The vulnerability is an ingredient. What I'm going to, you see, vulnerability, when you're able to show yourself fully, you express, you experience the joy of being fully, and the truth is your benefits knowing all of it. Because the thing about vulnerability, being open like that person, especially someone, they will express that same vulnerability. You see, the truth is your partner actually even benefits all of you, not just the glossed over, not just the fluffy parts of you, but both and other, the good, the bad, the ugly. See, there's a beauty in being known as you. Vulnerability is trust. See, as you reveal yourself to another person, they treat you with respect, love, and dignity. Your trust in, and vice versa. As you reveal more of us, you invite the other person vulnerable with. You give them the courage to show the hidden and shameful parts of them. See, that relationship, both of you, both people, both partners, both of you on that will experience the security, peace, and having the other person's, you see, knowing that you are loved and respected, and that person in return loved and respected despite your flaws. Vulnerability in it allows you to actually reflect truth within a environment, within a trusting relationship. The two of you being vulnerable and being open, being emotionally bare with one another, knowing each other from head to, it gives you that, from that aspect, that helps foster a trustful relationship, a trusting relationship, and then you can grow together. Now, this is where we are, this is who you are, and this is who I am. We both know each other. How can we move forward together? Together. You see, you can access changes you need to make and can just grow, become better, because there's that self esteem, that self honesty. You can look at yourselves critically and become better people. Vulnerability builds confidence. You see, this is a trick about it. As you practice expressing your feelings, that revealing way, that open, vulnerable, honest way, revealing your flaws, admitting your fears with your partner, sharing that with them. You see, that is the art of vulnerability actually strengthening you. It gives you that backbone because you have that confidence in that person. No matter what it is that I showing, this person has my back, and whatever this person is showing me, I have their back. It builds that confidence in your relationship. Vulnerability heals wounds. See, you know that saying that says a problem shared is half solved. You see, healing begins. Any problem begins with it being shared. If you've been hurt in the past, sharing, being vulnerable with your partner gives you the basis towards healing whatever emotional hurt, deep-seated wounds that is there, that pain, that fear, admitting to it, acknowledging it. They say the first step, if you're a recovering alcoholic, the first step towards recovery is acceptance. This is who I am. That's why you have all these AA meetings. The first thing, if you watch movies or attended some of these, first thing they say is, hello. That's, for example, hello, my name is Bucci and I'm an alcoholic. Admitting first and foremost, acknowledging it. The vulnerability creates bonds. You see, all of us have in in certain areas of our lives, we all have fear. We all have, but that vulnerability, when you reveal your vulnerability, especially you present that vulnerability in your relationship with your spouse, and that person in turn vulnerable with you, you might even find common ground. The common ground for more bonding. Maybe the same fears that you have, maybe some of those same concerns, those same flaws. Your partner also shares the same thing. That is another way to bond, to be strengthened, because you know you're not alone in this thing. This person also is, and this is how it affects the both of us. Vulnerability deepens love. You see, vulnerability means you are able to express your deepest feelings for another person and share love on a more powerful level. You can completely open yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, and embrace the same openness from your loved one. Vulnerability makes it attractive, even. This may sound like an odd point, but it's the truth. You see, nothing is more attractive in a person than authenticity. You can quote me anywhere. Being your real self, being you, being fully yourself and confident in yourself and accepting your good and bad qualities. You become a more interesting and appealing person, and that's the truth. Your ability to express yourself openly, share with others, and acknowledge your flaws makes others feel safe. They feel confident around you, therefore making you more attractive. Vulnerability teaches us comfort with uncertainty. You see, when we are vulnerable, we don't know how others will respond to. We take a huge risk. That's something I need to also point out. When you do this, you take a huge risk because you're putting yourself out there. You're opening yourself. There, you see, this kind of uncertainty causes discomfort and tension. It makes you feel some kind of way. It just, because you're opening yourself, you're revealing yourself to that person. But by practicing vulnerability, there's something that happens. You see, we grow accustomed to uncertainty, and that is life. You don't know tomorrow. I don't know tomorrow. That's what vulnerability, it gives you that, it helps you or enables you the chance or the ability to see beyond your, to accept that this life is uncertain. Love is a battle for you. It's uncertain. But, but by accepting this, by practicing that vulnerability, by opening yourself with your partner, it helps you build that tolerance towards unpleasantness. It builds that tolerance for feelings that cause you that kind of tension. See, we can use that ability to see and accept what things are around you, the uncertainty of it. It gives you more of a backbone. It even strengthens you. Because let me tell you something. If you are emotionally vulnerable, you open yourself up, that fear, that within that fear, opening yourself up, it makes you, the truth is, you're actually more courageous. You are a very courageous person. Because it's very easy to shut down. It's very easy to close off your feelings or close your heart to not feeling. But it takes somebody with unimaginable courage to actually embrace that fear and still open themselves up to move forward towards love, towards that intimacy with their partner. So don't get it twisted. Vulnerability is not. Vulnerability is strength. And what vulnerability? A vulnerable person is a very courageous. What is courage? Courage is not the absence, it is the acknowledgement. Here, still. So I want to challenge you tonight. If you're in a relationship, excuse me, or if you're looking towards starting a relationship, somebody new, be vulnerable, be afraid. It's very scary, but be the authentic. Wear your heart on yourself out. Open yourself. I know life has hardened us. Life has taught us that to be open is weakness, but there is a strength, and especially when you're able to achieve that kind of an emotional bond that you want with your partner. And I promise you this: once you practice vulnerability in a relationship, once you truly let yourself go, you will experience a level of intimacy and closeness with your partner that you've never seen. You're still tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.FM. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I'm going to open up the lines to you for you to share your call in. What's troubling your. Let me. So don't go anywhere. loving, lovable. To forgive, pardon, beyond pardon. Faith means believing, unbelievable. Hope means hoping for every hurt. You're still tuned to 10. If you can hear the sound of my voice right now, then I'm going to open up the floor to you out there. For you to share your love. What's troubling your heart? Are you looking for some problem and bothering? We're going to tap matters. The number to call is 08899910. I'll take it. 08189. We talked about vulnerability and this it being one of the main secrets of a relationship. In fact, being the foundation of it. What did you learn from that? Anything you want to contribute to that? Call in and share. If there's something you want to know, something you want to share, like we always say on this program, no man is an island of knowledge. No man is a library. All in. Let's share. Let's learn together. And let's take this journey together down tunnel of love. For love, they say, is a... What do you think about vulnerability? Being vulnerable in a relationship? Think it's a healthy step forward? Or is it something that's too difficult across the bed to be all in? Or there's something I don't understand? I have my first call. Hello, good evening. Hello. Quick issues. Please keep trying to call. Number once again is 0889991011. Let's talk. Talk to me. Let's share. Let's grow. Let's see how we can solve that problem, that issue that's burning in your chest that you just want to get off. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? Wow. Please, if you can call, please call back. I think maybe a glitch, but not. The line is open. What do you want to share? What do you want to know? What do you want to understand? Is there something that you feel you've tossed and turned that's keeping you at up? There's someone out that makes your heart skip a beat, makes your heart want to reach that person, to tell how you feel. Give me a call. Put the number across and maybe I can actually reach out for you and be that bridge, be that connection, heart out. Or maybe you want to understand something more about vulnerability because, like we were saying, being vulnerable, being open, that is one of the hardest things because as human beings in our lives and in our relationships, we've learned to cut ourselves off. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to Heartbeat. Work net. Please keep trying to call. Lines is open. Open. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to Heartbeat.
Yes, sir. My name is Christian. I'm calling from Cuba.
How's Cuba this morning, my brother?
I'm okay, sir. How is it? How is work?
Work is fantastic. We're all great here. Talk to me. What can I do for you?
Yeah. The problem of now is not just the girl I'm married. I know her for a long time now,
Okay.
but I've not talked to her about my feelings towards her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I've made up my mind to tell her what I have in mind, but
All right.
I'm kind of scared of telling her what I have in mind because of, the men of nowadays, they don't like, I don't know,
My brother, the truth is, there's nothing. I understand where you're coming from. It's always a scary notion because the truth is not. It's the fear of being rejected. It's the fear of the person not feeling the same way about you. But how will you ever know if you never try? The truth is, there's no two ways about it. It's sort of like pulling a bandage off a wound. You just have to do it. You just have to find that courage. Just plant your feet in the ground, look her square in the eye, and tell her, lady, baby, this is how I feel about you. Be open, be direct. That's my policy. A lot of people might decide they want to try and go the friend route, but like you said, you've known this person for a long time. You have these feelings for this person. Do you communicate with this person? Are you friends with this person?
Yeah, I've talked to her once.
Okay.
I've talked to her once.
Oh, you've talked to her once.
Yeah.
How well do you know this person?
She thinking me as a sharp, but kind of what I do, I just kind of friendship.
All right. Why not try this instead of just going directly? Because I was saying going direct. I thought maybe you've had an established relationship, but since you've just talked to her once and you know her in that kind of like passing phase, why not try and get to know her as a friend? Why not, go out together, share more time together, maybe catch a movie together, maybe. Well, I mean, I know the economy is hard and everything, but just why not spend that time together and get to know this person? You see, women are more emotionally inclined to a man. If he appeals to them on a subconscious level, on an emotional level, why not try and get to know this person? Let her talk about herself, know her family, show interest in her life and interest in who she is. Maybe that will even be an easier way for you to actually reveal or tell her how you feel. Or you could just go up to her and let her know. But I think in this situation, you might want to try and get to know this person a little more. If it's a date, ask her out on a date. It doesn't necessarily mean you're trying to bed her, but you just want to get to know her. Have her in a social context. Take her out. You don't have to spend much. You can go for a movie. That's a fun activity, something that you can both bond on. Watch a movie together in the cinemas. I think they're specials where you don't have to spend as much, maybe even up to 500 or 1,000, depending. I understand the economy is hard, but even you could even just ask for a one-on-one date. Maybe the two of you meet up. Maybe go for ice cream, go for a talk, go for a walk in the park. You see, the thing is, we tend to overlook these things, but it's these little gestures that go a very long way in relationships. But why not try that? Why not try that approach? Get to know this person more. Maybe you knowing this person more will actually give you the confidence to ask her out properly. Hello, good morning. Hello, good evening. Can you turn down the volume of your radio set, please?
I'm talking to Misha from Apo.
Misha from Apo. How's Apo this morning, my brother?
Apo is very fast. How is your work?
I'm fine, thank you. It's fantastic. Talk to me. What can I do for you?
Yes, actually, I have a problem which I want to help me out.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, there is a lady I'm dating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are about two.
You're
So the other one,
okay.
Actually, I didn't know her way out when we were dating.
Mm.
She refused to tell me the truth. She refused to tell me about her.
Herself,
so
okay.
when I get to understand that this is who she is, and before I get to understand that this is who she is, it's after we have deeply fallen in love with her.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do now down is just to tell her that I didn't love her anymore. And I didn't miss her. I didn't want her as a love.
Okay.
But I didn't know the way I was.
Okay. Mishak, if you can hear me, please call back. We just lost that line. But from what I'm understanding, you said you're dating or you're dating two people, and this one person that you were dating, you just don't feel the same way she feels about you. You're not interested. From what I'm gathering, I don't know. I didn't get the full story, but from what I'm gathering, it seems like you're not interested in this person anymore, and you don't know how to just tell her to let her know. Now, it's always hard, especially when somebody has shows that kind of openness and shows those kind of feelings to us. It's for men especially, it's flattering, but it's also very hard to let go of. We like that attention, but it's hard to also let go, especially if you do not feel the same way about said person. But like I always say on this program, like my mother would tell me, the truth is like a bitter medicine. It's always hard to swallow, but in the long run, it's good for your body and good for your soul. Mishak, I think the only way you're going to do this, somebody has to get hurt. It's unfortunate, but somebody has to get hurt. And that it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt her, yes. But in the long run, it will be the best thing that you could do for her. Because the longer you let it linger, the longer you let it fester, especially since, like you said, you're dating another person and you just don't feel the same way about this girl. She loves you, but you don't love her the way she does. The best thing to do is just to let her know. Just be direct and let her know. Spell it out. If it means you have to avoid her, avoid her. It might be difficult, but in the end, it'll do her a whole world of good. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. Mishak calling back.
Mishak, I don't know if you heard what I was trying to tell you. I don't know if you heard.
I'm hearing what you're trying to say. The point here is
all right,
that
okay, continue your story.
I did her on Facebook, sir.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
When I did her on Facebook, we came to meet physically. And when we came to meet physically, I met her when she was in school.
Yes.
And from the school, my house is almost nearby there. So I took her home. I showed her to my parents. She's very popular around here. So she have not for once taken me to her area.
Okay.
But she was encouraging me to go, but due to my work, I'm telling her I'll come, but I'll probably give her time to go to. So without knowing, when we were just into that relationship, she didn't tell me that she was married.
Wow.
So I came to understand that the girl was married before. And she was married with two daughters.
Two children.
Two kids.
Mishak, have you called? I think Mishak.
Very, very deeply in love with me. She's seriously in love with me.
Hello, Mishak, can you hear me?
Because
hello, Mishak, can you hear me? I think you've called here before. You've called with this issue, right?
Yes, I called with this issue. The reason why I called back is when I call her and let her know that seriously, I don't want to to be wasting your time. At the end, it end up this way. I told her that this is what is in my mind. I didn't love her anymore.
Yes.
So when I was telling her I didn't love her anymore, she started sending me some kind of messages, calling me, and due to report from her sister that she didn't go to work anymore, that she's just out of sense, that she's out of sense, that I need to, because what I'm telling her that I need to talk to her. Whenever I call her on phone and talk to her, anything they tell her to do, she will not do it. But whenever I call her on phone and talk to her, that is where she will come back in a normal sense and do it.
Misha.
The thing is really surprising me. Due to it reaches a level where they are now thinking whether I charm the girl. But to God, I think I've never even known anything about charming.
I understand. It's the feelings. That's how it is. It's the feelings. You've ended the relationship. Did you end the relationship via phone or did you actually meet Mishak? Mishak, I think I'm glad that you took my advice and you made your decision. Like I said, I remember this call. Misha actually called me a few days ago and we spoke about this, I think, and I gave him the same advice. I actually told him to go back, reconsider this relationship very well, and make his decision. And I guess this is the follow up, because he made his decisions, he reconsidered everything, and he decided he didn't want to go forward. And he actually took the advice and called her up and told her. But Mishak, I think I would have preferred it if you had met her personally, one on one, face to face. Because sometimes you can say a thing over the phone, and over the phone it seems very mechanical, it seems very cold. If you can meet up with her face to face and let her know. But I'm glad that you've already taken this step to do that. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you speak up so we can hear each other?
Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to Heartbeat.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Samuel.
Okay.
Calling from Tasha.
All right. So how's your area, my brother?
Very, very good, sir.
All right. Talk to me. What can I do for you this morning?
I have the issue of I'm taking care from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I travel to a place I will visit each other and we know ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Over 2 days ago now.
How many? 3 years ago?
2.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. Okay.
So I know her people very well and them too.
Yeah.
But for me to let her come to my place, through my people,
Mm-hmm.
she don't want to come. I don't know how. And she always request something from me. Whenever I have it, I will take it to her. But she don't want to know.
Okay. So let me understand this. Okay, let me understand this, my brother. You've been dating this girl for about 2 years. You met her. You've traveled to go and see her people, and you're willing to move forward with this relationship. And now you want to actually bring her to see your own people, but she doesn't want to do that. She seems a bit adverse to it, and you've done everything you can. You just want her to meet up with your own people to show that you're trying to move forward with this relationship, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think this is an odd case, because usually, I mean, if it's a man who's showing the seriousness like this and wants to move forward, usually a woman would tend to move forward. It's a man to bring the person that he intends to marry, or the person in his life, to present to his people. But if she is not willing to come with you, I mean, I think it's something that you have to have longer conversations about and understand why. I don't know whether it's from fear. Maybe she's afraid to meet your people. Maybe she's afraid of the kind of reaction she's going to get. But then maybe you have to also alleviate those fears and let her understand, look, you are my choice and this is what I want to do. These are my intentions. Explain it to her, let her understand. And if she still is insistent on not meeting your people, I mean, a relationship is 50-50. It goes both ways. You can't do this. You can't go and meet her people and then she won't meet yours. There's no way you can actually move forward. It's both families and both adults consenting, both consenting adults and families too. So let her understand, talk with her, let her understand these are your plans and these are your intentions and this is what you want to do. And if she's willing to meet you halfway, at least come with you to meet your people, or even at that, maybe you can even start small. Bring out, maybe if you have a sister or a brother or an uncle, you can actually go and visit them one. It doesn't have to be everybody at once in one place. You can actually start from there. Maybe she just is a bit insecure. Some people are like that. Now it's up to you now to show that patience and understanding that, okay, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with and this is what I want to do. So, start planning it out. If it means making it in smaller groups, maybe you go and see an uncle so time, maybe you then go and see a brother, introduce who she is. Maybe it will give her that confidence to open up and actually go forward. But then you also have to communicate with her and let her understand if she is willing, because it's two people who are willing. If she's willing to actually do this with you, to actually move forward in this relationship, because maybe she actually doesn't want to, maybe she doesn't want to get that serious. Maybe she just wants it superficial. Maybe you want it serious and she doesn't want it serious. But it's also very good to understand. Talk with her and understand. Let her know this is what is bothering you. This is what's concerning you. What's the matter? Is it that you don't want to meet my people? Is it that you don't want to get married to me? Understand. Confront her on it, and then you know how far and you know how to move forward. All right.
The problem is that I went there. Next time I went there, So the second time I went there, it was with my friend.
Yes.
So the third time I went there almost 3 times. I went there with my I let them.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I went there, I discussed with her. She's telling me that the old daughter in the house, that her mother don't always allow her to travel.
Okay. Okay.
That's why it's not that I'm Yes. Because even me myself, I'm the only son. I have sisters, but I'm the only son.
Yes.
I told her that me too, I'm the only son in my family. So now, she have all my contacts. My sisters, my brothers, my mom. The normal call them to pay. Whatever they call her at all, they will do it. You come out. She will just laugh.
My brother, you know her. Okay, you said you've met her family. You know her family members, right? You've met her. Have you met? You've gone to her house and you've met her mother, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why not then just go and meet her mom and let her know this is what you want to do? You want to introduce her. Why not? Because maybe she's using this as an excuse to hide something, or maybe she's trying to push something off. Because if this is, like you said, you've come to visit her with her family, with your friends, she has all your family's contacts, she's actually communicated with your mother and all that. It's very odd, especially for a woman in that kind of situation. Maybe she's not interested, whatever, but why not, since you know her family members, since you've met her family, why not ask her family members what's the situation? If it's that the mom, actually you block her mom or you block her father or whoever it's in, if it's that yes, this is their decision that they don't want their daughter to come out to travel to meet up with you, then you know that it's coming from her family, because it sounds like she's using that as an excuse. That's what it sounds like to me, that her family won't allow her to go and see her potential husband. I mean, if you're going to do introduction now, is it not the same thing? Will she not travel to go and meet your people? It sounds like a flimsy excuse to me. You need to actually sit down and confront her on this issue. So you know where you stand, so that you're not the one who's moving forward and she's sitting in one place, or is that you're forcing yourself on somebody. I wouldn't want you to do that. You're too special or too important to be forced on somebody else. If she's not the right person, if she's not interested, there's no harm in just pulling back and moving on. But the only way you're going to know this is by confronting it head on, sitting her down face to face, have this conversation with her. Be open, be plain. Even if it's raw, be plain. This is how you feel. Open yourself up, so you can get a solution, get an answer to this problem.
Okay, sir, please, I have a question to ask.
All right, ask. Go ahead.
This is for issue of managing when you request for something. Not have to give her evidence. And she has never asked me for something that I will fail her. I think I do not have evidence. They need for me when she requests, I should send it to her.
My brother, you can't give what you don't have. It's very simple. You cannot give what you don't have. What are you, an armed robber? Will you steal? Everything is hard right now. If you can afford it and you can do it, fine. If it's something that you can't afford and you can't give, you just tell her pop and plain. Right now, I can't afford it. It's something that I don't have right now, or I can't afford right now. It's as simple as that. Just be plain, be open, be honest, be vulnerable. Be open. If you can't do it, don't do it. It has to be under the realm of reason. Look, there's nothing wrong in trying to do everything to please your girlfriend or to provide for that person. But if you cannot do it within your means of power, don't go and borrow to do. Okay? My brother, don't go and borrow to just give somebody because you want to make them happy. If you have to give, give. If you don't have to give, it's as simple as that. Let them know, sorry, I just don't have this right now, or I can't afford it right now. It's as simple as that. And she, as your partner who loves you, should understand with you. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Heartbeat.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
It's Simon calling from Durham.
Simon from Durumi. All right. How's Durumi this morning, my brother?
Very nice.
All right. Talk to me. What can I do for you?
I have a program.
All right. Talk to me.
I was in where I did for almost 2 years and 7 months.
All right.
Well, then we were together. Then I told her before I went to relocate, then I told her that I want to relocate there because of the environment. I don't like the environment.
Yes.
Yeah, they were everything. Right then, I can't relocate.
Okay.
Then at the end, they come and they deliver everything there. The behavior like don't change.
Okay.
So I can't even understand the then from there that we break up the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But after one day I was in my room, we get a call. I just went to we get a call that we should come back together. But for me, I was thinking, I don't really know what to do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Simon. Let me understand this. You were dating a girl for 2 years, 3 months, right? And when you moved, when you had to relocate and you moved. Since you moved, the relationship sort of just changed, and you didn't understand it, and it ended, right? But now, after some time,
we're not together again.
You're not together again. But now, after some time, now she's calling you, and now she wants. Okay. How do you feel about this person? Do you still love this person? Is it something is this a relationship that you would like to pursue?
Right from the beginning, I want to break up the relationship. I have speaking to me in my mind. Now, that's what I call.
All right. It sounds like she called you on the phone. Have you met her since then? Have the two of you met one-on-one, face-to-face to talk?
Yes,
Okay. All right. The truth is, I think I like your honesty in this regard, because if it was many people, they'll just tell her to come. Maybe it's to sleep with said person, and then just own that. But you had feelings for this person, and right now you're not entirely sure how you feel about this person. Why not? I don't know if you want to really get back with this person. It all depends on you and how you feel, because I can't tell you to get back with her, because I really don't know her and I don't know the relationship. But it depends on you now. You need to assess it. You need to assess this relationship. You need to know. I know the thing is not no relation. A relationship is also subject to change, just like everything in life. As we grow, as we change as human beings, our relationship dynamics also change. Maybe now what you're looking for isn't what you're looking for in her now. But I think you owe it to yourself to at least understand and see. Go back and evaluate. Think about this thing. If it's something you want, then start slowly. Don't jump head into it. Don't jump head first into it and put everything inside. Approach it with caution. See how it goes. This is how it is. Lay down your rules. At least understand this person. See what this person is like now. And then assess that and see, is this what I really want in my life? Or do I understand it ended. The person changed and it ended. And, 2 years, 3 months, fine. But this is something that you have to go back and think about yourself. And then, get to that understanding. I'm not saying go and end it. I'm not saying go back and start again. Just reconsider. Think about it. I mean, since it's her who's reaching out to you and you had feelings for this person, think about it. If it's something you want to go ahead with, then go ahead. Go ahead cautiously. Apply caution. But if it's something you don't want to go on with, then just end it. Tell her, you know what, to be honest, I don't want to continue this with you. I'm sorry. Move on. All right, Simon, thank you so much. All right, have a pleasant evening. All right, thank you. You're still tuned to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM and Heartbeat. I am Buju. Like a deck of cards, I am. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to Heartbeat.
Yes, sir. We shall calling back.
All right. My brother, how? Talk to me.
Seriously, the reason why you can see me taking this very seriously is because December is fast approaching.
I understand
and I have to go back to the village for December.
Of course.
I think on a situation where when I get home, it will be, it will be done. Because that's the plain truth is that I'm very young.
Yes.
I'm still 36 years. And I'm a doctor. That's the plain truth. So due to my levels, as a very young doctor, got married to a woman of 2 kids. It will be a very big and hard slap for me. That's the plain truth.
Richard, I understand that. Richard.
What her parents, because what I just spoke with the sister this evening.
Yes.
So she was telling me that her mother said that she should eat with me. At least I should marry her.
No.
And actually, the truth of the matter is that I can't just. I didn't think that she have not yet get those kids.
Richard.
Actually, for Maria.
Richard.
For her getting those kids.
Richard, can you hear me? Hello, Richard, can you hear me? Hello, listen. Can you hear me? My brother, can you hear me? Look, if it comes down to it that somebody is trying to pressure you to marry her, then I say no. I say a big no to that, because in the end, it's still your choice. You remember the last time we spoke, a few days ago, when we spoke, I told you to go back and reconsider this relationship and, how you feel. And the truth is, I'm glad that you actually did. You went back, you thought about it, and you've come to the conclusion that you do not want to continue this relationship. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Then the matter is settled. You have to stand resolute in your decision. You have to stand resolute in what you want. You don't want to continue this relationship. Nobody can force you, because now it sounds like they want you to just do them you know what, just marry her. Please just marry her. It does not work like that. It is your choice. And if you choose that you do not want to move forward with it, then stand resolute in your choice. No is no. Yes, it's painful. The truth is, it's painful. She feels like, you've hurt this person, whatever. But the truth is, that's life. That's life. In the end, it's your choice. You decide. You don't want this person in your life. It's as simple as that. Yes, you had feelings for this person. Yes, this person deceived you. And I did tell you to think about this because, I understand. You can understand. You have to also understand where she was coming from. You have to also appreciate the fact that, of course, maybe she didn't want to, it's something she didn't want to share. I agree. It's, it's hard for some people. But you have made a decision. Stand by your decision. Nobody can, excuse me. Nobody can shake you. Nobody can beat you. It's your choice. Okay?
I have another problem.
All right. Talk to me.
It's about almost getting the same issue, but not the same issue.
Okay.
It's about a lady. When I was in my final year, I begged her.
Mm-hmm.
So while I begged the lady, it came to a time that she lost her phone. And when she lost her phone, she normally used, because she crammed my number, so she used any phone available to call.
Okay, yeah.
So she used her friend's number, called me.
Okay.
And later on, I cannot, because I didn't used to save the number, so she used them to call me, because she used many phones to call me, so I didn't end up in saving the number.
Okay.
So like 2 months later, or getting to 3 months, the friend called me with the number.
All right.
And she pretends to know me. The friend pretends that she knows me, however I didn't know her. So she gave me an explanation of herself, and I didn't just know her.
Okay.
So while she was pretending knowing me, I said, okay. So due to explanation, her house, her whatever, it's a place I know.
Yes.
But I have never known someone like that.
Okay.
So I just end it off in the name of, okay, maybe she changed name or all these things. I said, okay, no problem, this and that and that.
All right.
So she later, because she later she wanted us to fall in love. Yeah, we'll be in love with her. So long after, it's almost, we are in love with her for about 8 months.
8 months. Okay.
So being in love with her for about 8 months, she came to discover that her friend was the one that used that my number to call her,
Okay.
to call her number to call me inside her own phone.
All right. Okay.
Then she asked me that, did I know so person? Then I said, yeah, I know so person. How is it to? I said, she's my girlfriend. I am dating her.
Okay.
And she went back to the girl and told her that she told her all sort of things. That I said she's no more calling me again, so I forgot about her. She just spoke with me. So she was so surprised of seeing her number. Seeing my number inside her phone. And
Yes.
she told her that I just called her.
Yes.
So when she checked her received call, all her call was like that. She saw that I just called her. So it ended that girl I'm dating, she come to understand that, yes, I'm dating her friend and same time dating her.
Yes.
So when I came to tell the friend, okay, this is what is going on, this is what is going on, because the friend is more coming very close to me more than that, my lady.
Yes. Yes.
So due to love, the way we just go, love moving on, my mom like her my mom like this friend very, very well, because she has time, but she almost feel like spending all her time in our house.
Okay.
So my mom came to like her.